Let's go.
Yeah, hello again.
Hello, hello.
Warm welcome, Michael.
Thank you. Good to
Hmm.
see you.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. Um, yeah, let's see from where we can start. It's very dynamic for you. Um, yeah, we're traveling here and there, and
Mm.
we can start from here. Yeah, what is the experience of moving here and there and being not for a long time at one place? And yeah, is there
Mm.
excitement? What is there? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's excitement. We're in Sri Lanka and
Mhm.
we've done so much. It seems like we've been here for weeks, but we've only been here a week tomorrow that I've been here. It's
Mm-hmm.
been very, very busy. And there's always, I've traveled a lot over the years, but there's always a little bit of trepidation when you're coming somewhere you don't know. And you're not sure how safe you'll be, or what the risks are, or how it will work out. It's always exciting as well. But beautiful, beautiful people here, and so our first night really set the tone. The people are very friendly. It's mainly a Buddhist
Mhm.
country,
Nice.
and but they've got Muslims and Christians as well, but they all cohabit um, with a lot of tolerance and acceptance of each other. But they're very kind, very generous, nice, friendly people, and it's also quite primitive because you have bullocks and carts in the street, and you've got tuk-tuks and you've got ramshackle shanties, and uh, it's a fascinating culture. It's yeah, and beautiful temples and and things to see. And yeah, it's been great. So it's quite exciting. And I've got a
Nice.
lightning storm going off in the background. You can't hear, there's no thunder. I don't know why. You just can't
Mm-hmm.
hear thunder. The sky just lighting up in the background constantly.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's
it's beautiful. I love it. I love
mm,
traveling.
yeah, such a an amazing experience is to be able to um, just immerse yourself in something new, unknown, and mm.
Mm. And it's
Yeah,
good for
how
me too because I've got time off. So I've got time to, I'm reading Sailor Bob's latest book, and I'm doing lots of contemplative exercises and
nice.
practices of stepping into the moment. And I've got time. It's very nice. But we're spending a lot of time driving as well. So we're in the car for a bit, going from place to place.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, how is this energy, the mind energy feels with all of that? It loves to arrange, to plan, to do things, right?
Mm.
How it feels with you.
Yeah. Um, for me, it's my mind always wants to be busy.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of drives me to do things all the time.
Even
So
if
even when I'm,
Even now in this setup, you're on, so to speak, vacation or holiday or trip, and still it wants to do things.
well, yeah, so still I'll do exercises like I've got certain exercises I can do, practicing,
Mhm.
um, watching. Yeah, yeah. I still keep the mind keeps wants to keep busy doing things, practicing things, and yeah.
Mhm. And yeah, we can notice how this is being seen, that yeah, this
Mm.
energy wants to keep itself busy. Mm.
Mm.
If it is not busy, what may happen? If it is not occupied with things, what may happen? Keeps busy
I think
because.
it's a habit. I think it's a keeps busy. It's a habit as much as anything.
Mhm.
But I think in the past there might have been a fear of nothingness.
Mhm.
I can remember as a teenager, I used to have to have music, the radio playing, going off to sleep because mind. I don't know. There was some. I was talking about this the other day with my wife. I used to have that music playing or radio in the background to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Um,
mind wants to be entertained. It wants to do
yeah.
to do something. Okay, otherwise there is a like it's as if fear of something.
Well, now I can switch the mind off. So now I sleep beautifully. I can sleep anytime, anywhere, almost.
Mhm.
And I often don't know whether I'm awake or asleep. If I'm meditating, I could be asleep, I could be awake. There's nothing there, no one there.
Beautiful.
So it's different now. But I think there is the habit of the mind being busy. Um, it's not necessarily a problem.
Oh yeah, of course it's not. Yeah, no problem with
Mm.
that.
Mm.
And yeah, did you notice something exciting, challenging happening these days? Last time we looked at the triggers. Yeah, and
Mm.
how this feels now.
Um, I
Or
think there's a bit of
it
a gap.
was aha, gap good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a bit more of a gap. I did notice it kicking off a little bit, but yeah, there seems to be a lot more tolerance now, and
Mm.
um, I think there is that little bit of space. Mm.
Is it a little bit, or it is a little bit more? Is there a curiosity to this play space to become more, even bigger?
Yeah, like it is quite spacious. Um, it's hard to remember because time doesn't seem to hold. And when you talk about the past and talk about what happened, I kind of have to. It's a little bit of a struggle to go back there and kind of
Mhm.
reconstruct it.
Yeah, there is
So
no
it's
need. There is no need for that.
yeah. So when I think back to the triggers, like it's only when you mention it, I think, okay, I could remember what we did last time. I kind of have to bring it back to that. And then, but yeah,
Well,
there were
if it is
times.
not present right now, there is no need to go there. Yeah,
Mm,
we can have a look
mm,
at what is present right now. Um, yeah, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be challenging. It
mm,
can be also beautiful, inspiring.
mm,
Mm.
mm. Yeah, well, this lightning storm is just amazing. It's just, especially since there's no sound. It's just lighting up the sky, like
Mm.
constant. Um, and the clouds where I am, there's beautiful hills and mountains, and it's the tea growing area
Mm.
of Sri Lanka. And the hotel's sitting up on a big hill overlooking valleys and other mountains and hills. And yeah, just the cloud formations here are magnificent, and a lot of sunlight lighting it up earlier in the
Beautiful,
day.
beautiful.
Um, and the clouds are somewhat magical, just the shapes and the movement of the clouds. So
Yeah,
yeah, I can also sit and just enjoy that too.
beautiful, beautiful. Is there a sense I am sitting here enjoying that, or there is enjoyment happening just effortlessly?
Yeah, it's more just open enjoyment, almost like wonder.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And so the sense of I is hard to locate, really. Um, yeah, it's not really not so much of a sense of a solid sense of I. Yeah.
Not so much of a solid, and what kind of sense of I is there? If it is not solid, what is what is this sense?
uh,
Is it a soft
there
sense?
is it's soft. But it's like if
It's
I kind of
relaxed,
if I
soft.
look back for it, yeah, it's empty. It's relaxed. It's empty.
Hmm.
Um, it's empty. It's just
Hmm.
still. it does still kind of seem like a focal point, a point of focus from here. Still does seem like there
Yeah,
is.
there is here-ness. That here-ness is
Mm,
here. Like there is obviously some here-ness, beingness.
mm. Yeah, there is some here-ness and beingness, and yeah, but when I look back for it, it's just empty. It's just
Yeah.
it's very vacant and very still,
Yeah,
which is a little bit, yeah.
and we can notice how from that stillness there is a potential for everything, and everything arises from that stillness.
Hmm. There's a sense that everything happens, yeah, within this point of focus.
Right?
So
Here.
there's a boundary here, there's a boundary here,
Hmm.
nothing back here.
Okay.
So
What is the boundary made of?
nothing, everything just disappears here,
Right.
and
How Michael showed up or popped up in this balcony in Sri Lanka, this hotel. How this even happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
it's a weird
What
thing. Like,
moves? What? Okay, go on. I'm gonna ram ramble some stuff.
no, please ramble.
Yeah.
It's like a picture has to come up for like you say, how did Michael appear here? It's like there has to be an image of Michael, so there has to be like an object, a body, an image of a
Yeah.
body, and then
Yeah. There is experience sitting and watching this mm, lightning show,
hmm,
experiencing whatever experiences are there. But yeah, is there a feeling of something traveling through time and space? Is there something apart from this moment right now? Is separate, different, apart? Yeah.
I have to bring up thoughts for that. I have
Mhm.
to.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm. Yeah, those are okay.
it
They
seems
can,
a bit like a dream, I guess. It seems like a bit like a dream to think of traveling through time and space. Um,
yeah. Yeah. And where is your so-called home now? Where is Australia? Where is it now? How it is exist right now? Where?
just a thought,
Yeah.
an idea.
Mm. And somehow the mind is making the connections or the threats like, oh yeah, this is because of that, because of this. Of course it
Mm,
exists. Some like it. There is Australia. I know that.
mm.
Yeah. There are beautiful
Yeah,
experiences.
I think I'm starting to let go of the idea of wanting to attain something or get something. But
Very nice. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. What is here
it's
that is it cannot that it can be attained? What is here right now? Yeah, and the longing to um, the longing for freedom, longing itself is beautiful. It's like something
it's,
deeper knows that there is freedom, so that's why it longs for that. But that which longs, is it different from freedom?
it does seem sometimes like waking up and thinking I'm alone, or there is a sense of being alone or lonely, or that desperate longing for it to be finished. So that is there.
When you say finished,
Sometimes
what do you mean?
just almost like this game, this life, the struggle.
The struggle.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
the struggle. Okay. Yeah.
just,
Yeah,
yeah.
the struggle can end. Yeah, the struggle is optional, and there is something deeply in each one of us that knows that we are not here to struggle, not here to suffer, to fight, to strive, to. No, we are not here for that. And this longing to end the struggle is absolutely on point. Yeah, of course. Of course. And the struggle can end anytime, any point, at any point. Just like that. And just like that, just right, like here now. There is no struggle.
It's because of wanting something to be different, or wanting or thinking that it can be different, or that there is anything to attain or achieve. So I kind of intellectually I get that, but there is still a habit, I think. And you hear the stories of people who have had kensho or awakening, or there's always some big,
Event.
exciting change and event, or
yeah.
And for me, it doesn't seem. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's an expectation for that as well, and
I
so
know.
that if that hasn't happened,
I know. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It's as if there is a prescription of how this thing, awakening or kensho or whatever word we use, there is one prescription, and this is only one way for that to happen. And it doesn't match the expectation. It's just dismissed. It's like, for me, no. Yeah, we can be curious about these expectations and how they shape our experience. They don't shape, they dismiss the experience. It's like saying, oh no, this experience here is not like the others over there. Yeah, but we, like, there is different expression, unique, and this uniqueness continues with the so-called realizing the non-separation of things. We can realize that uniquely, each one of us, in a unique way, and it's going to be, yeah. Do you know how amazing and how marvelous is that there won't be any other experience like yours? There will be never. This is how unique your experience is. Unique. Just like this here, just like everyone else. And yeah.
Every moment is unique.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very good to expose those expectations and to see them here on the light. Yeah. We, like, mind loves the stories of Kensho. Huge events, like, oh.
Yes. Well, the funny thing is I've had so many huge events anyway. I've had so many.
This is what I wanted to say. Yeah, probably you had a lot. And but the mind is like,
so many.
No, this no.
Well, that was medicine. So that was plant medicine. So it's not here. But it's
okay. But the plant medicine is not bringing the event. The plant medicine, or any other medicine, psychedelics, there is just force of, like, another consciousness, you could say, another force that comes and just leave the veil a little bit. And this is here. they helping with that. They're not bringing the experience. The experience is already here. So they bring just the force for that to happen effortlessly.
The interesting thing is that you have no self, you are everything, and then you come back, and then there's someone who's had the experience.
Yeah, because the existence is here. You cannot deny that. We can't deny. There is obviously experience going on.
There is still a fear that it doesn't have to go on, and that it can finish, and that everything will finish. That you let go completely. There is no more of this. It disappears into the singularity. It's just gone, and then there's nothing or everything or just one. But
yeah, and that's why we can enjoy what's going on here right now, because we don't know. Yeah, what is the fear about exactly?
Non-existence.
Good. Okay, here is a question. What is afraid that it will stop existing? What is this? Is it possible for the existence to stop existing? What is afraid?
I think it's only the idea of self that can be afraid.
Yeah, there is feeling of fear. Fear is here, right? There is experience of fear or something's like, yeah, what is that? What's behind that?
I think if you go to the depth of it, it's love of existence. It wants to exist. But if you say what wants to exist, I don't know whether that's just the thought or the idea or the ego, or whether that's deeper. But it's all mind, right? That's all mind. It's all
absolutely, yeah. Mind games. Mind games. It loves that. And it's not wrong. It's mind's nature. Yeah. We can curiously look how this fear, like experience of fear, is just arising out of nowhere. It's as if to protect someone or something. And we can be really curious, what is the fear protecting? What is this that eventually can stop existing? What is that?
it feels like the whole of I guess it's me. So I think it's the idea of a me that stops existing.
Good idea of me. Yeah, idea of something apart, something separate from the existence itself. It's like the idea that something existed autonomously, separately. And in this case, yeah, fear is absolutely on point. Fear protects that one, but that one is nowhere to be found. It's an idea. It's never been here. Never. Yeah, just life, existence, life, expressing itself. Yeah, there are two ways of looking at fear. One is to dive directly in the midst of that, like something like I want to experience that. I want to experience how I'm going to stop existing. I want to see that, actually. I want to experience like determination and like this. And the other way is just curiously look what's behind the fear, what's fear protecting. And you see, idea of me. Yeah, sometimes it comes with an image, maybe as a boy, a child, something like a memory. And we can also ask the question, what would I be without this fear?
Mm.
Or what is here prior fear?
And everything that comes up,
Mhm.
because it's just this moment. This is there's obviously challenges sometimes in the moment
Yeah,
and
of course there are.
preferences.
Yeah, of course.
Preferences for things to be different from how they are. Um, and it's kind of insane to want it to be different because it is.
Yeah, it's okay to want to not to want, but to long for freedom. It's our birthright. Like
Mm,
we cannot not long for that. It's like longing for.
mm,
And sometimes when it's seen that this is here, not actually doesn't feel like freedom. Yeah, that's why the nature of longing comes for this to be different.
mm.
That's not wrong. Yeah, the so-called problem comes when the mind takes this very seriously and and start fighting with that, with existence.
Mm. Yeah, here there's been a constant fight with existence,
Hmm.
lifelong fight with wanting to be things to be different or
Yeah,
wanting me
yeah,
to be different. Or, yeah, it's
yeah.
been a long, lifelong habit.
Yeah, a lot of us, like many of us, like
Yeah,
maybe most of us, all of us experience that.
that freedom from suffering, like that, you have that freedom all the time. There's no suffering. It's just
There are, yeah, I'm swimming in the calm water, so to speak.
mm,
There are things that are arising from time to time that are maybe just, they call it vasanas. I don't know what this word, like this thing that they, like remembrance or residue, or,
mm.
but they don't have the same power like they used to have. But it's still coming. Like a whole life conditioning won't go like that. Yeah, and
It
also
feels a
there
bit.
is a lot of investment in the suffering paradigm, like in the suffering mechanism.
Mm,
And sometimes it feels like, oh, what would I be without that?
mm. There's no story left.
Mhm. Yeah, but the story can be
How,
different.
how important is it not to tell that story?
Mm.
Because if, like, there are certain things in life, with children that are having problems,
Mhm.
even physical health problems or anything like that. Like, there is a tendency for me not to discuss those things or enter into discussion with them or even tell people or talk about those things.
Mm.
Because there's a sense that the more you tell the story, the more it becomes real.
Mm.
And a story can completely change. But I don't know whether that's magical thinking, like burying your head in the sand, because you can say, well, I'll just pretend it's not happening and not talk about it, not think about it. Or Do you think that's reality? That you just tell a different story, believe a different story, create a different story?
Yeah, sometimes the situation is like that, challenging. There is something going on. And to say that nothing is going on could be like put the head in like a disboard or bypass. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, telling a story is like complaining what life goes to me. To me, I am the main character there, and life is unfair. But there are things that can be expressed and shared, and within the sharing, a help may arise, like support or a different energy, and things may change. It's like when this example comes like in the restaurant, when you receive something like, let's say, a cold soup, I don't know, or something like that. And the one way is to say, can you please change that? And the other way is to say, how dare you bring me cold soup? So, yeah, why not share without identification, but like a sober sharing or sobering for reality? Because the other is also, or like I've seen that some folks that are having glimpses of this non-duality, whatever we may call it, and then there is a denial of everything. It's like I'm nothing. Yeah, that's not of any help.
I think, well, maybe I'll give an example because
Yes, please.
Because what I'm wondering is, well, what happened with one of my sons when he was, he has slight intellectual challenges, slight disability. And when he was probably about, I don't know, 14, 15, 16, he was hanging around with some very bad people in a bad area. Very, like, to the point where, many years later, he told me that he held the door shut in a public toilet for people while they were shooting up heroin, So I didn't know about this at the time. But we were very, very concerned about the people, where he was hanging around with, who he was hanging around with. Fortunately, he avoided all of that, and he's doing really well. So he's come through it all. But the thing is, like, at one point, I went away on a weekend retreat. And I was very concerned about him, and I spoke to someone about it. And it was a medicine retreat as well, and so there's an energetic shift as well.
You share. You simply share your concern.
Yeah. So the concern was that we were really, really worried for him, and like, as a parent, you want to stop your children falling before they fall. If they're about to fall, you want to jump on the road and save them from falling, right? You want to do everything you can. And so, but in this, I spoke to someone about this at the retreat after sitting with the medicine, and he just made a comment. I can't even remember what the comment was, but there's a fundamental shift, and it was about creating a box in which he lived. I was creating a box in which he was living into.
Yes.
So he was living into the box that I was creating. And I just went, oh, bang. And it was like an energetic shift, and boom. And all of a sudden I thought, well, it's almost like you can't pretend to do this, but all of a sudden it's his life, it's his journey. And he's at that age. The more I try to push him to do anything else, the more he'll sneak out and do it. Like, at least he's being open with what he's doing.
Yeah.
And so I just dropped it. I just dropped the whole story, right? So this story about worry and he's hanging around, blah, blah, all this story. I dropped the story completely. Maybe 3 weeks later, he stopped hanging around with that group. 3 or 4 weeks ago, he just didn't want to do it anymore. So that's what I mean. Like,
you see, miracles
that's what I mean by
happening all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I mean by telling the story. So if I tell a story about my children being like this or doing like that, or about myself and the situation that I'm in.
You shared very vulnerably and just from the from the heart. It's not saying the story. Yeah, that was a vulnerable sharing from the heart.
But there used to be a story about how bad it was, and then I dropped the story, and then the story changed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. By itself, right? You haven't done
Yeah,
anything.
by itself. I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. This is how powerful is this appearance here. This is how powerful is our beautiful mind. Yeah, we
But
can
that's what I
like,
mean. That's what I mean by that shift from how much of the reality, is it magical? Can it be completely magical? So a complete shift
yeah, for in my
in
experience,
anything?
everything is magic. Everything. There is nothing but magic here.
Mm, mm,
Everything is magical. And anything can change any moment. Just like that. Only if we want, if we as wholeness, beingness want that.
mm. Because that's the specific, that's the important part, isn't it? Because it's the wholeness wanting that. It's not me wanting that.
Yeah. Wholeness. Yeah. It's like you drop the story. You drop the projection of how your son is doing not so well. That's a projection, a
Mm,
story.
mm.
Yeah, we love stories. We tell stories all the time, ourselves and others. Some stories are funny, light, enjoyable, but some can be very grim.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't need those.
So if you tell a story, a positive story, and you feel a positive story, then you can create that story, even if it's
Hmm.
a me creating it and not wholeness.
Yeah, if you are
Or is that the
sharing,
magical thing?
yeah, in my experience, if you share it from here, from experience, from the heart,
Mm,
the story of how I believed, um, I don't know what, that I was and something separate and having this life, particular life, and I have to fight with this life. And if I share that from the heart, it's not a story, it's just an experience. And yeah, it is a story as well, but it's an experience. Yeah. And also there is wisdom in all of us, and we are not going here and there and telling stories. There is wisdom. When we are
mm,
being asked or when it's appropriate, there is wisdom. So it's going to be shared.
mm.
It's like the story to move here, move. I mean, this story is really fascinating. Not knowing
Mm.
anyone, not having where to live, not knowing any language.
And so did you visit there first, or did you just decide
We saw it and
why there?
yeah, we saw it, we felt in love and we came.
Mm.
No research, no research, no reasonable
Mm.
preparation.
Mm.
I'm not saying that's good. That's not good also. Maybe.
I think I'm living a little bit more like that because this whole trip happened like that. So
Oh, that's so beautiful.
yeah.
See the difference?
Mm.
Like, how do you feel with
Because
that?
normally,
Is it challenging?
yeah, no, not really. So far it's good. Yeah. So it was normally I'd be thinking about the money, thinking about the time, having to work, and then it kind of just happened. And I'm still working, so I've still got work, but I can do it from anywhere anyway. and I'm not doing too much.
Yes.
I'm just doing, enough. Not too much. Sorry, I'm just looking at the sky. Yeah, stars are out now. There's still a little bit of lightning going on over there. So yeah, it's kind of just, it's happening more like that, I think. Just happening.
Yeah. This means more trust. Like life is trusting itself that it's gonna unfold in the best way. This is trust. That doesn't mean that we like plans are not okay. Of course they're okay, but plans are for change. Like we make plans in order to change those. So miraculously. So everything is a miracle. Maybe there was some saying, some wise saying that there are two ways of experiencing life. One is to say there are no miracles, and the other is to see everything as a miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can trust
Everything
that.
seems all.
Yeah, go on.
Everything seems a little bit flat, almost like.
What is missing in that flatness? What's missing?
Nothing really. Nothing missing. It's just for me, the visual field, just looking now, it seems almost a little bit like a screen.
Because it is, yeah.
I think because
it is. Nothing is real.
Mm.
and yet, here we are with all these experiences and wonders and miracles. And I mean, these lights that you're looking, or I'm looking, the waves, the huge waves because of the wind. I'm looking myself. You're looking yourself in the light. Yeah. This is how powerful we are. We're creating that. Yeah, nothing moves here without our permission for that. Nothing. We create all of that.
Yeah, so the mind jumps in at that. The mind jumps in there.
What is the mind?
So it's then it's saying, then it's questioning. Like I can get that it can only happen within, because it can only exist with existence. So there's existence here to witness that. So it can't be there without existence.
No.
But then to take that step and say that this creates that this existence creates that, I don't kind of get that step. So I can get that it's not, like, it doesn't exist if I can't see it, if I'm not there. If it's not now and it's not here, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
it's
but
only a thought, which is just
yes, but what is here right now? If it is not a thought, what is here? It's not a thought, but there is something here.
Yeah, something has to be here to see the thought, or be aware of the thought, or be aware of the lightning flashing.
Yes.
So that's here. But how does that create the step that creates it? How does that? That's what I don't get. So the existence creates this.
Yeah, this is here. This is where the mind can just say, Well, I give up. I don't know. I don't know. We can say, good job, good mind, beautiful mind. Thank you. And the mind can say, I don't know. And then we are here enjoying what's going on until it continues. Who knows how long?
Yeah, who knows?
A mind enjoys also to rest. It loves to rest as well. It just doesn't give permission to itself to rest. But it loves.
Yeah, it feels it can't rest a lot of the time. Doesn't feel safe for it to rest.
Yeah. Yeah. And when we invite the mind to drop in this space, in this silence, this is how mind, not mind, but this energy start realizing that it's okay. Nothing scary is going to happen. There is no dread, no tiger in the room. It's okay to rest. Not to rest, but just to drop here, like this existence. Everything here deserves to rest.
It feels so nice.
Somehow familiar. Oh. Your mind can rest here without worry that things are not going to be done. Yeah. We can't stay like that forever. There will be something like an action, something will happen, and life will invite for a dance, for something. But any moment actually is opportunity to just rest into being, rest into this nothingness, just drop here. Mm. Mm. Yeah, and when we are dropping here, and also there is an invitation, if it is okay, just to share the experience of what it's like to be here, and to notice that the words, it's not necessary the words to be like sophisticated or whatever. Just when we start sharing from experience, they have another flavor. Words just put another flavor to the experience. Yeah, we can say it's enjoyable. It feels like home. It feels nice. It feels warm. It feels okay. It feels enough.
Very soft.
Yeah. So,
Wise.
yeah. It feels like velvet.
It's like the sense of mind is almost like a heaviness. And it's kind of escaping the heaviness. It's floating.
Mm. And again, mind longs to drop here. Mind longs to drop the heavy burden here.
It feels heavy.
The heavy suitcases, the heavy baggage. It longs for that. That's why we are inviting the mind. Oh, there is room for you as well, my friend, here in the spa. Come in, come in. It's a huge spa. Yeah, this space doesn't exclude anything. It cannot. This is the nature of it. It can't exclude. It's all inclusive. Mind is also included.
It doesn't judge.
No.
That's no boundaries.
Yeah, it's very nice. And from here, whatever arises, there is completely different quality, flavor. Here is the source of inspiration, creativity. Like the brilliant ideas of something good. Yeah, not for me, something good for the wholeness, the whole of it. Here lies the compassion, wanting to help, to support, wanting to share oneself experience in order to say, hey, you're dreaming, my friend. Wake up, wake up. It's so good. Wake up.
Yeah, it doesn't need anything complete.
Yeah, and it doesn't constrict. Anything can arise, anything can come, anything can be here. Anything is free to be here.
I'm just welcoming the mind. The mind's jumping in, so I'm just welcoming it in. And, but there's a tendency to want to push the mind, wants to then push the mind away.
Yeah,
So
welcoming the mind and welcoming that is pushing the mind away. Everything, welcome,
yeah, the
yeah,
mind.
welcome. Welcome, always welcome.
Mm,
Yeah, mind is not an enemy. It is a very good friend.
mm,
We we can appreciate that. We can say thank you. Oh, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. My dear mind, beautiful, clever, amazing mind.
mm. Wow, that's a different tone.
Yeah, you see how mind,
That's
you
that's
sense how
that's
mind,
not that's not what mine.
mind softens, like it's curious, like, who, really? Is you
Yeah.
talking to me? Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
This is all experience too, isn't it? Welcome all experience.
Yeah. Welcome home. And this is how we, once thinking that we are separate and apart, we become whole again with everything, not without, like with freedom
Mm.
is with, not without. It's all inclusive again, all inclusive. Mm. Beautiful, Michael. Such a wonderful time with you.
Mm. Mm. Thanks, Luchana.
Mm. Thank you. Thank you. It won't be possible without you. This is
Mm.
how unique is your experience. You sense that?
Mm. It's a
Mm.
little bit scary, a little bit of fears on the edge there. And
Good. That's good. We can have a look next time at that.
yeah,
It's okay. Just fear and
yeah,
excitement, they go together. It can
yeah.
be really something
It's
like
it's
exciting.
it's just wow. It's yeah, the power, potential power.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's the fear from that power. We fear
Yeah.
that, not that we are small, but we actually, the fear is like that we
Mm.
are
Mm.
so big. Like I'm looking at the sea. I'm creating
Mm.
that, like I'm
Mm.
looking that waves 5 meters.
Mm.
It's this
Mm.
is what am I? What you are.
Mm. Beautiful.
Mm.
I'm outside my batteries. This is perfect timing because I just got a warning
Yeah,
on my battery.
great. Yeah, see you. See you soon.